So today on Project Shop, we got a little bit of scrap from a new customer, and hopefully it's going to be the beginning of a beautiful relationship. I gave him a pretty good deal. Definitely couldn't complain. So got a little bit of wire as well. Kind of going to go around the world of scrap. First thing we're going to do is break all these light fixtures down. There's not many here, but there is probably some copper transformers in there. So we want to get all them out up on the table, and then we want to knock these out while we still got some daylight and it's not too late. We don't want to be making too much noise here. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to this guy for hooking me up with this awesome 110 fan. This thing is bad to the bone, and I got it because I want to mount this on my little 10,000 psi pump I'm using for my jaws of life. I basically used this all day long one time, and the hydraulics got super hot. I did let it cool down a couple times, but what I want to do is mount this literally either right on top and mount the fan either whatever way. There's a fan inside here. If it's blowing down, I'll just blow this down. If it's blowing up, I'll blow it up, or I'll put it on the side or something, blowing out. Maybe that's what I'll do, blow the heat out away from everything. But either way, I've had this, and I got that for free, and I want to put it on there, and I've been looking for a 110 fan, and here we go. And the guy gave it to me, which is pretty awesome. You should have seen what this came off of. He had a ton of these things. All right, now let's get some scrapping done. Okay, here's what we got. We got some clean cast. It looks like some clean extruded, dirty extruded. I'll clean that up. This is a giant LED light bar on some hinges. I mean, this thing looks like it was probably really expensive, and it's really heavy. So it looks a little tedious to get that extruded out, but I'm pretty sure that extruded is $1 a pound. So we'll work on that later. Right now we're worried about all the shit that's going to make noise. This looks like it's going to be a little tedious. That's probably why he didn't take it apart. Allen keys always suck, especially when they're old corroded shit. This should be quick, and I knew I seen some copper transformers in this stuff. This all should come apart pretty simple. We'll get the time lapse set up. I'll knock these out, and then we're going to move right on to knocking these transformers out. Okay, that took like 25 minutes, and we recovered a nice little chunk of copper transformers. And there was some ballast or electronic drivers in those little ones, and then the rest of the stuff I'll come back later after I'm done breaking the transformers, making all that noise, and clip all that wire. But all that stuff's pretty much ready to go. Now we're gonna get set up over here, clip these wires. I gotta plug the machine in. We'll knock these transformers out real quick, and then run them on to the second press. Okay, I took a little break, got something to drink, and had to get everything set up over here. Now, when you're doing transformers, I don't care if you're doing them by hand or a machine, I highly recommend safety glasses, gloves, ear protection, and most importantly, a respirator, because that shit is probably fiberglass insulation or something. You know, that stuff right there, it basically explodes into a dust cloud, or at least my machine makes it do that. But anyway, we're gonna knock this out, see how fast we can get this over there, and recover some money. All right, that didn't take that long. We recovered half a bucket of cast and overflowing milk crate of number 2 copper. So now we're going to move on to stripping some insulated copper wire. Okay, I got everything all set up over here. We're just going to throw it all in this bin this time and see what we can get out of this. There is a little bit of bright and shiny down in the bottom, and I'm pretty sure I could strip all of this, even that thin wire. So without further ado, we're going to get at it. Okay, I'm not sure when the battery died, but it died. And that's where we're at. That's what we got left. That's all number 2. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this up now that we've got a new battery. Okay, that's where we're at now. We got a big old pile of stripped copper. We just need to clean it from the insulation. And I literally stripped every bit of that number 1. That's just number 2 left over. So we'll get this all cleaned up and get it weighed up. Okay, the battery died, but this is where we're at. We're about 3/4 of the way done, and got most of the big stuff in here. I'm gonna stomp that down. It's 6:44 now. I'm probably gonna take like a 30-minute break and get something to drink, and I got some pizza heating up, and then I'm gonna come back here and clean this up, and then we'll weigh everything up. Okay, we're back at it. And ain't nothing like 2 slices of pepperoni pizza to suck the motivation right out of you. Anyway, we're gonna finish this up because we can't leave copper laying on the floor like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and change that bag out, and then we're gonna get back at it. Okay, there you have it. That's all the copper. And I have this little bit of stuff left. Now this stuff here, which is like a bunch of little needles, I actually have like half a 55-gallon drum full of this stuff that I've been sweeping up from the floor and all the little shavings. And once I have the granulator and the water sluice set up, I'm gonna run all that through the granulator. So I have tons of material already for granulation, and I have tons of material, a pile of stators and giant stators for that thing. So everything, oh wait a minute. So it's 8:56 now. That last little bit, I probably stopped 4 times. And the last, I stopped 2 times for like 30 minutes each. So someone came here and I had to stop for a minute. So, you know, but other than that, you know, it went pretty good. It's not bad for one person. So we'll get all this weighed up and see what we made today. Okay, we got the #1 prepared steel from the first press. 248 pounds, and that's going to be minus 18 pounds for that drum. This is the prepared steel from the second press. 241 pounds, minus 18 for the drum. It's not too far off that first weigh in. Okay, we got 80 pounds of ballast, minus 12 pounds for that bucket. #2 insulated. 22 pounds. I'm gonna say 20 pounds. Okay, now we're stepping up to some real stuff. #2 copper. 121 pounds, minus 3 pounds for that crate. And now the bright and shiny. We got 320 pounds, minus 47. Okay, here are the numbers on that job. Now this job was actually shot a while back, and I actually thought I deleted this whole series of videos, which I'm actually really good at doing. Deleting videos. I've actually deleted a lot. But anyway, it took me 10 hours to do that. I started at 11. I wound up, and that's 11, 12, 1 o'clock. I got back about 3 hours to pick that stuff up. It was pretty far south. So it was 10 hours. I paid $800 for it. Process, we had 453 pounds of steel at 10 cents a pound. Now these numbers, I don't have the ticket anymore, but I sold the stuff literally within a day of another ticket, so I just went off those numbers. So we had $45.30. The ballast, 68 pounds at 12 cents a pound, $8.16. #2 insulated, we had 20 pounds at $1.05, $21. #2 copper, 118 pounds at $3.42 a pound, and that was $403.56. And then the bright and shiny, we had 273 pounds at $3.75 a pound. It was $1,023.75 for a total of $1,501.77 minus the 800. So that leaves us with $701.77 profit in that 10 hours. Came out to $70.70 or 17 cents per hour I was making. Now, I will say there was probably a good 2.5, 3 hours where I stopped and had to take care of some other things. And I didn't weigh any of the cast. I don't know why, but I didn't. So there was some fixtures, some extruded aluminum, and the cast coils from the transformers. So, you know, that number there would probably be a little higher. But anyway, hey, $70 an hour, $700 in a day by myself, can't complain. So overall, it was a great day, and I gained a new customer, which I will be hopefully seeing here soon. Now, today is actually the 12th of February. So actually, this was 2 months ago. Today, I got like $3.90 a pound for bright and shiny. So it's going up, and I got some stuff I'll be picking up here next week, and you know, make some more videos for you guys. So if you come this far, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I got some cool stuff coming up here, probably within the next 2 weeks. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrap yard. Dancing. You ever seen your copper dance before?